Nice to meet you in Czech Republic and in Hyde Park later. Just a few questions, maybe I will say it in Czech. I understand you, but it's better, maybe for me. Is it possible? Is it okay? So I will say it in English. I'm sorry, can I? Co si myslíte o revoluci na Islandu, kde to začalo v roce 2008? Letos zatkli nebo byli obviněni x lidí z vlády a hlavně premiér. A nikdo nebyl uvězněn. Rádoby je to příklad pro všechny země na světě. Ale nic se tam nestalo. Tak váš názor na to, prosím. Děkuji.
Well, I mean, the first thing to say, of course, is that what happened back in 2008 in Iceland was really very dramatic. Very dramatic. A banking sector that was clearly way, way too big and out of control, and it all collapsed. And the currency fell by 80%, and 2 of their banks went bust, with investors losing money. Interest rates went to 20%, inflation was in the low 20%, and then they had a volcanic eruption. Do you remember? And it was almost of biblical proportions. And I remember in the European Parliament being shouted at by Martin Schulz. This is not unusual, by the way. But being shouted at by Martin Schulz when I said, who would you rather be today? Iceland or Ireland? And of course I was mocked because we were told that Ireland was being supported by the big EU, and you'll notice that in Iceland today, they're back at 3% annualised growth, inflation and interest rates are both back into single figures, foreign money is beginning to come back into Reykjavik, and Iceland, I think, has got a positive future. As for the former Prime Minister having to stand trial for what he's done, I don't think it's necessary to put politicians who've done things wrong in prison. Much more important for me that they're out there on Main Street so that we can hold them open to public ridicule. That's a much better punishment in my view.